Alright guys, it's been a while and we've got a little impromptu video here to show you what I'm working on currently. We are going to be getting back to the boat here pretty soon, but the helm box for the wheelhouse kind of takes precedent right now, so I can get it in the water and floater and everything else that comes with that. But so this is what I've done. This is the helm box that you see Quint lean up against, and I'll put a video photograph somewhere over here. We have all the correct gauges. You know, you got a Stuart Warner 30 RPM gauge, a Hobbs Stuart Warner hours gauge, you got a battery generator gauge, you have a water temperature gauge, oil pressure, and of course you have your alternator. Now there are other little things here that I do not have put in at the moment because this is just a test to see how it all looks together. Of course it's not all put together just yet, but when it is all put together, you're going to have cladding right here, which is actually right there, and then you'll have cladding on the sides but not on the back. And then once the cladding is on, there is a railing that goes right here, and then there is a smaller one that goes along the foot of it, and again it's all over here. I still have to cut the hole for the Morse throttle controls, which are sitting right there. I just repainted the knobs, and this will have to be cut as well because these fold up in two separate things. A lot of people think that it's all one thing. It's not. It is cut. Right here is actually a 3-position switch. You have your push start right here, you have your ignition switch here, and then you have a bunch of other little 3-position knobs all throughout here and then right here. So I'm going to cut the video right here, and then we'll just see where it goes because this is very impromptu. In the interest of time, I went ahead and took the helm face off and everything. So this is the main construction. It's just a simple box based on my drawings, which are very crude in design, but you can kind of get an idea of everything here. But it's just a simple idea on how it was done, and I had I didn't actually think this right here was going to work out the way that it did, but it worked out good, so I'm very happy with it. And this actually worked out better than I thought it would. And all I did was take a table saw and cut it at 25 degrees, and then the piece that I cut off the opposite side I put on the front, and it actually made it flush with this and the bottom. And they're actually the same exact width, which I was very happy with. That was an accident. And I still have to put like these strips right here to make it the correct width. I've got those on the bottoms and the sides. I just got to put one here and then one at the bottom. But it's turning out pretty good, guys. It's turning out pretty good. But this is the helm box, and the wheel, I will grab it. The wheel will sit roughly about right here is where it will sit, and this is actually the correct wheel, which kind of hard to find because all this stuff on the Orca, like, the thing is about it, like, wonderful old tub, well, we all love her, but she had like a lot of things that were out of a hardware store, you know, and like this would have been made from a hardware store if it was not original to the Warlock. You know, the door frame from hardware store, a lot of it came from the local hardware store on Martha's Vineyard in Edgartown. Okay, hopefully you can hear me because I have a fan on in the background because it is very hot down here. So I put the front strip piece on here and the bottom, so now they're all even. I had to make this piece beveled down to roughly the same angle as this coming off, so that when everything goes up flush against it, the front edge lining piece of wood board will sit on here flush, and the name escapes me right now. I'll put it in the bottom of the video exactly what it's called. But so now, as far as I'm concerned, this is pretty much done. What I'm going to do is probably add a strip here to here, and then one on the sides probably. I probably need to do that for stability's sake, but so I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back. Alright guys, I am back, and I have finished putting these braces on there. I actually screwed up and made this piece in the front too short, so I had to add a piece right there. Not a big deal, but it's coming along pretty nice. All I have to do now is just put all the cladding on there, which is sitting right there. So that's all I got to do now, and then put it all on there and put the hinges on there, remeasure some stuff to make sure I'm right, make some adjustments, and it'll be good to go. You know, every now and then, I'll look at something too long and don't realize I've made a mistake. Every now and then. So after I came back down from eating, I was looking at the helm over here, and I went, something ain't right. I figured it out. I made it too wide. Instead of being 12 inches wide, it was like 14 and a half, and I did that by accident. But I fixed it. So now, this was always fine. It was this that was not. Now I still have to cut this, but I'm going to do that tomorrow once I start putting the cladding on. But it just goes to show that sometimes when we get so wrapped up in our own projects that we realize we make mistakes. And somebody that really talks about this is Adam Savage from Mythbusters. The Adam Savage. He talks about this. Sometimes you just get so wrapped up in what you're doing, you don't realize you made a mistake until after you come back and look at it. And I think this is a really good teacher. This is a good teaching moment. I keep wanting to look at myself in the camera instead of like over here. It's weird, because normally I'm looking at a normal camera and I'm looking dead into it, but I can't really see my little camera behind my screen protector. But anyhow, so sometimes you just get so wrapped up in things that you don't realize until it's too late. But this is, like I said, a good teaching moment, because it is reminding me, because this whole boat is a constant reminder, but it's reminding me that measure twice, cut once. But at the same time, you also have to not double, triple check things. You have to do that times 5. And I went into this a little overconfident with the helm, because I was like, it's a simple shape. I'm better at complicated things, at more complicated shapes and things like that, for whatever reason. So now I'm gonna put this back into the video. You know what? I'm just not even gonna cut out me saying this right now whatsoever. So I'm gonna put this back in the video, and you're gonna end up seeing this. You don't see a funny little Simpsons guy drinking behind a camera, which I've not been. I feel like I need one after this, but you'll see that before this video plays. But anyways, it's completely fine. So anyways, let's roll our outro that we recorded. So that'll do it for part 1 of this video out of a 2-part series on this. Guys, if you like the video, please subscribe to help the channel continue to grow and go. Oh, and before y'all leave, go to www.jawsob.com and to www.bookofquint.com to pick up Ryan Daco's debut novel of the Book of Quint, which I helped as a technical advisor. Drew some of the maps in there, drew the Orca. But go check it out. I mean, we've been in Screen Rant, Total Film Magazine. We just got done this past weekend, actually, on Martha's Vineyard for the 50th anniversary of our favorite movie, Jaws, doing a presentation and a book signing. It's something really special, and I think that if you'll all give it a chance, it's something that you'll really like. We also have an audiobook. It is the Book of Quint. You can find it on Spotify, Audible, Apple Books, wherever audiobooks are sold. We did just sell out for the third time on physical copies of the book on Amazon. However, if you would like to get a book, go to www.edgartownbooks.com. I may have actually got that wrong. Just Google Edgartown Bookstore and you'll be able to find their online catalog, and you can order it through them. It is a very limited edition hardback, because we did a new hardback. It looks gorgeous. I'll throw up a picture of it somewhere in the corner. But if reading's not your thing, pick up the audiobook. You can find the audiobook also on Spotify. Highly recommend it. Narrated by wonderful Jonathan Waters. Over 20 different voices. Over 20 different voices. It is absolutely wonderful, and it is a story that will hit you right between the eyes, because you're never going to see it coming, and you're going to love it. So, my name is John Tedder with Orca Rebuild at Amity Point Productions. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, sorry, one more thing. I lied. Go check out our podcast. It's called The Jaws Obsession. We are currently sitting at 89 episodes, soon to be 100. It's the Jaws Obsession podcast. Excuse me. You can find it on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and I believe it's even on Audible. But go check it out. We're sitting at 89 episodes, soon to be 100. Brian Dacco, the author of the Book of Quint and host of the Jaws Obsession, and myself will be doing a very special episode here in the near future of us sitting at the table inside the wheelhouse of the Orca, on the red cushions, on the bench seats, drinking from the same coffee cups that Robert Shaw delivered the famous Indianapolis speech. It's going to be something very special, and we're going to be recording that episode together in the very near future. But guys, please, please, please go check out Jaws Obsession, the Book of Quint. Buy a copy, leave us a review. I really think it's something everybody will enjoy. But I'm going to get out of here, because I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to go eat, because I've been at this a while. But again, guys, thank you for tuning back in, and for all of you that have decided to stick with me throughout all these years for the past, now 5 years. It's kind of hard to believe. But 5 years of doing this whole YouTube thing, just thank you for staying with me. And guys, to everybody that's new, my name is John Tedder. I am the owner and creator of the Orca Rebuild project and owner of Amity Point Productions. But guys, it's been quite a journey, and we're getting really close. And I can't wait for y'all to see what I've got done. But in the meantime, this will be the end of part 1 for this. We'll be doing part 2, putting the cladding on. Pretty sure I'm going to finish the helm inside that video. I might actually do a part 3 of putting on the wheel and maybe doing some of the wiring. I may do that for y'all. I'm not entirely sure yet, because wiring gets very tedious. But that's going to do it for the end of this video, guys. Again, guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart for sticking with me and rocking with me all these years. And for all you that are going to go to the Jaws Obsession and go buy the Book of Quint, whether it's in a physical copy or audiobook, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Because we've been on a big journey with this book for the past 5 years, coincidentally enough. But guys, please go check out everything. I promise you, you have more content that you can shake a stick at. I promise you that. But anyways, I'm gonna go eat. Guys, I'll see y'all later.